All right. First things first, name that tune. Don't know that whistle was on par this morning. That was Journey. When the lights go down in the city. The Demogorgons broke down my sheety wall. Just, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff as we get really close to October. We get really close to the debt ceiling thing not happening. First thing, just, thought it was odd. Melbourne's Health Minister, Martin Foley. Aqua Foley, it's so good to see you! Surge? Yeah, it sounds like a detergent. Name that movie, bro. Aqua Foley, it's so good to see you! Minister Martin Foley drops bombshell. 85% of those in hospital are vaccinated? What? It can't be. It's not possible. Because all the leftists kept telling us, oh, well, it's mostly a pandemic of the unvaccinated in the hospitals. Oh, and again, I'm telling you, there is an agenda. It is a movie script. It is playing out to awaken those who are asleep, beyond asleep, into being awake. All those people, oh, it's a pandemic of the unvaccinated, all of a sudden are going to hear this, and they're going to go, huh. Not the first time I've heard this recently. This is interesting, because this is an official, health official, and they're really clamping down on those people in Australia. I applaud them for demeaning those people and taking away their freedoms in the name of health. But so when they say that 78% were vaccinated and 17% were partially vaccinated, and they're all in the effing hospital, well, it hurts my ego, but I gotta have to listen. So here's the video.
Of the people who were in hospital yesterday, 78% were vaccinated and 17 were partially vaccinated.
And if you kind of look at his face there, he's not, as he reads the script, you can tell he's not happy about it. Let's watch that again. I'll just mute it this time. Just look at his face.
The people who were in hospital yesterday, 78%.
Not like, doesn't look real happy he has to read that script. You know what I'm saying? Not real happy. So having said that, if you're the Australian government, you know what the F you're doing. Trampling on these people, their constitutional rights, all in the name of getting a jab and wearing a mask. Especially, it will beat your ass for not wearing a mask. All these videos of the police and whatnot beating these people down for not wearing a mask. And this jabroni just came out and said, of all the people in the effing hospital, 78% are are fully vaccinated. 17% are partially vaccinated. That leaves a couple of percent, basically, of unvaccinated. So like out of 100 people, 2 or 3 would be not vaccinated. Unvaccinated, okay. If you're the Australian government and you're cracking down on these people, the last thing you're going to do is authorize your health minister, Martin Foley, Aqua Foley, to go out and say such a thing. You're going to put a lid on it. Nope, you're not. Today's the day you're not going out live. Matter of fact, you can go out and talk about the cases. We got an increase of cases. Hospitals are full. It's scary. But don't say that the vaccinated are the ones taking up the hospital space. Do not say that. Are we clear? Yes. Okay, go ahead. Nope. Instead, he's going to come out and tell the truth. I'm telling you, you're watching an effing movie script. I have not wavered since the beginning. I'm one of the very, very few who did not waver. Nope, I'm telling you, trust the plan. Good guys in control, patriots in control. Trust the plan. They're going to expose Joe Biden. They're going to expose the whole thing so that everybody can see, oh, so that when they say, guess who's coming back? He's coming back to Cali. No, he's coming back to the United States as a, you-know-who, as a presidential person. And I keep saying it. Not changing my mind, no. But if they don't want major civil unrest, a.k.a. possibly civil war, with even a small few, of the percentage of leftists out there that are just diehard crazies, you gotta wake them up and show them. So literally every single thing that Joe Biden has been in the headlines for in very recent times, matter of fact, for the last 8 months, had something to do with something Trump did. And the media went apeshit over Trump. Oh my God, he barely slipped. Oh my God, he almost fell and broke his ankle. He's in the 25th Amendment. He needs to go away. He can't do his job. What? Well, cue Joe Biden going up a flight of stairs up to the airplane. Slipped not once. Boop, not twice. Boop, 3 times as the charm. Falls all the way down. Not just a little slip. Falls all the way down. Catches himself with his hands. Gets back up and, I'm good. I want to show you guys I'm in good shape. Mr. Biden, we're not going to have another thing like Vietnam, helicopters landing on the roof rescuing people out of Afghanistan, right? We're not going to do that again. No, you're not going to see that at all. Oh, boom, it happens. Literally verbatim. Well, it was Trump's plan. You Trumpers, all you Trump supporters, Trump's plan was to remove them from Afghanistan too. Joe Biden just did the same thing. Yeah, but if Trump did it, it wouldn't have been like that. Well, how do you know? Oh, what? Breaking news. Breaking news. Coincidence. Trump had a great plan. Gave it to Biden. Biden didn't follow it. Did his own thing. Oh, my God. That's how it happened. Oh, Afghans. Tell me if you ever heard of the song. Afghanistan's falling from airplanes like shooting stars. Oh, yes. Afghanis falling from airplanes in the night skies like shooting stars. I could really use a mean tweet right now. So they've set Biden up to do the little tiniest thing that Trump did. Oh my God, Trump should be take him out of office. Oh my God, he's incapacitated. They took that and amplified it by 10 times. Each thing. 10 times amplification. Oh my God, when Biden did it. Oh my God, cover your eyes. Holy shit. So if you're a diehard leftist, and believe me, they're out there, they still comment. And Donald Trump Jr., Charlie Kirk's page. Oh, Trump. And I mean, they're the laughing stock now. Even their own people are in there eating them alive. There are so few people commenting. And then those who do are laughed off the stage immediately. And speaking of stage, I said this to you. Guys, look at this video. This is incredible. Like this is the sun's in the left top corner of this pane. The sun's in the middle pane. There's a third window pane. The middle pane is over here in the kind of bottom right. Gosh, this just looks fake as can be. It is fake as can be. Look at the pillars. Like I showed you this the other day, but this video was not available. This image. This image was not available when I did my video. But it is now. It is now. And here's the media with their cameras. Exit door with a jabroni bar. Is this the White House? They said this was in the such and such. After I did the video, and I'm like, where'd they say this even was at? I'm not even sure where this was supposed to be at. This was, I read it. after the fact, so I wasn't going to do a video after the fact, but after the fact, I saw, it said, oh, this is in the such and such wing of the White House. That's what it said. Okay, so we are supposed to be in the White House. And here you see what looks like a freaking lunchroom, auditorium or something, with a fake stage. It's a movie stage. It's a prop. And just like I showed you in the other images, all the lights up above, and I go, well, you know, that could be possible to put there. You know, they're going to have a meeting or something, or televise it live. Okay. You know, they need some lighting up on the roof. Okay. You know, as much as that's BS. But here's the actual side shot. It is on a stage. And you can tell he's on a stage because the people on the left are half the size. They're halfway up. So it's a stage setting, literally staged. Fake windows, pillars, the whole 9 yards. Even up here on the top middle pillar, you can see like lighting that's not currently used, turned on. It's the same shape as this rectangle-ish, squarish deal, both of these. You can see it, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Maybe they slid them back there above on some kind of sliding rail system, whatever. It's there. They don't need them on because it would light up the back of the stage set. So, you know, we keep those off. And they've got all these people. Oh, film the president, film the president. Photos. President Biden getting a shot. Look at this, getting his 3rd booster shot. And I watched the video of the lady sticking nothing into his arm, to be honest with you. It was not even a freaking shot from what I saw. So again, it brings up two things. Did he really get the jab? You know, something looks fishy. Okay, so there's a thought. Plant that seed in a liberal leftist brain. If there's even any room in there to plant anything. And then we have the stage setting. And then the liberal leftist sees this and goes, well, they probably... yeah, but I think... well, you know... you know, I can't come up with it. I'm not going to type this out loud where people can see me, but, you know, visually... what the F am I... What can I possibly say about this? They said legitimately it's supposed to be in the such and such wing of the White House. Again, I forget, the West Wing, the pedophile wing. I don't know, one of those wings. Why would they have a stage? Why would they have fake windows? Like, why wouldn't they just do it in one of the many available buildings, rooms? And when I saw it on TV, it looked legit. It looked really real to me. Because I saw him take the shot, and then now that I see those backgrounds, I do recognize that window. I do remember seeing that. And they just tricked me. Why did they trick me? Why did I need to be tricked? Well, because... no. Why? No, that's not... Right? So the liberal mind is now churning. Gears are turning. Oh. Now, again, there's always the hardcore... Never Trumpers, never anything, I don't care, la 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 la. Yeah, but it's a stage, la 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 la. But they didn't put it in, la 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 la. There's always those very, very few. But there ain't enough of them to start any kind of revolution. They'll be the ones that go out in the street corner and there's 5 of them. Ah, we're gonna do... Only 5 showed up? Oh. You got purple hair, you've got skin-tight jeans that weighs all of 110 pounds. You're supposed to be a dude that's like powerful. Whoa. Oh boy. Uh-oh. So as we get closer and closer to October, or should we call it Rocktober? Rockfest! No, not that kind of rock. We're going to rock and roll in October, alright. Shit is going down, I think, in October. Days away. Now, that doesn't mean October 1st, per se, but again, debt ceiling. I got to do something by Thursday. Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, backs against the wall, had a dream. Backs against the wall, and they knew it. And then later on the day, I didn't see it. Later in the evening, I'm checking my stuff. Oh my God! There's her practically with her back inches away from a wall. Funny spirit, how you gave that to me. I love it. So they, in my dream, they knew debt ceiling ain't happening. Their backs are against the wall. There's nothing they can do. And if their backs are against the wall, nothing they can do, and the federal government runs out of money. Someone had messaged me on Patreon. Matter of fact, let me just read it. I should be able to find it fairly quick because it was one of the more recent messages that I've, is not bolded now for me to read, like a new message. So I'll just scroll down and find it real quick. Scrolling down. Now, of course, I could pause the video and you wouldn't even know it, and then all of a sudden you'd be like, "Oh, Joe, why don't you just do that?" Like, because I'll just, if I do it this way, I'm keeping you in suspense, like the TV shows do. They always keep you in suspense. And commercial break. Oh, but what happened? Oh, what happened to Susie? Or maybe it came in through email. Oh wait, here it is. I think this is it. Yes. Just an FYI, my husband will start notifying the employees that report to him on Thursday. That's tomorrow. That the government is out of money. You're gonna need some money. A whole lot of spending cash. To do it right. Nancy's got her mind set on you. But they ain't going nowhere. So Thursday, that the government is out of money, going to notify them. They will be furloughed, of course, and they may not have a budget. Also, he has heard rumblings that they may not be paid next week. When he gets the email, I will share it with you. And he is a first line manager. Then there's a boss under him, another boss, and the final boss down there is currently conducting their Monday morning meeting, which this was given to me actually yesterday, but advisors are advising managers about the current situation. That situation, Houston, we got a problem. It's called a spending problem. And yes, Trump spent trillions with the Congress before, and Obama spent trillions before Trump, and Bush spent trillions before Obama. And Clinton also did the same all the way back down to Reagan, and then back down to the 70s when we got off the gold standard, and then all of a sudden we had our first $1 trillion of debt by like 1980 something. Forget the exact year. I did a video on this a long time ago. And my other channel that's now terminated from YouTube. So now's the right time. They could easily pass the debt ceiling and just kick the can again. Oh, we just added 2 trillion, 3 trillion, 5 trillion, doesn't matter. Till next Christmas, whatever, we'll do it again. They control everything. They control the price mechanisms of everything, because everything's set on the floors of Wall Street, the COMEX market, technically. Price of a barrel of bananas, bushel of bananas, bushel of corn, bushel of wheat. They control the price of food on Wall Street. They control the price of oil on Wall Street. Well, so Joe Biden who took our energy independence. Even that is actually nonsense. They control the price of a barrel of oil, the price of gas, every single day on the COMEX commodities market. With pieces of paper contract, futures contract, it's nonsense. Lindsey Williams exposed this a long time ago. He called the crash of oil, the spike of oil in 2008, the crash afterwards, $50 and below. He called it. Nailed it. And he said because they set the price of oil on Wall Street. There's a breaking news. Saudi Arabia is going to now cut back 2 million barrels a day. I saw it. I read it. Back then, I read it. Guys, here's an article I remembered. I did it, and I didn't do the video in 2008, but I knew what I remembered, so I did the video probably in 2010 or 11, 12. And I go, here's the article, because I remember talking about it. Boom, here it is. December 2008. Saudi Arabia is going to... Price of the barrel drops. Even more. From 50 down to 40 something. Oh my gosh, that's but supply demand. Saudi just took out 2 billion barrels a day. Because the price is set on Wall Street. Price of gold and silver, Wall Street. Just about everything that matters somehow is set and controlled on Wall Street. So if that's the case, they can play this game as long as they want. Keep printing money. Keep setting the fake prices on Wall Street. Screwing over our farmers because they are the ones who say, well, a bushel of corn is going for this much on the COMEX market today. That's all you're going to get. Oh, okay. Effing criminals. And I don't mean the farmers, the Wall Street people and our government, who is all part of this whole thing. So Anyways, you're watching a show. Who leaked this photo of the press in there? And by the way, is that, I can't tell. Is that old Jim Acosta over there? Who is that guy? Who are these people? Do we recognize anybody? The media, they're there. They're all there. So next question would be, next time Biden's up there, or Jen Psaki. Hey, Jen, did Biden really get a shot? He's standing in a studio somewhere. Where was that? Yes. Next question. Is anybody going to ask her that, now that this is public? Who authorized the leak? Who authorized this thing to be shown the way it was? A stupid-looking, ridiculous stage being set. Right? I got roofers here if you hear banging. Banging on the roof. So, anyways, enjoy the show. The closer we get to the finale, the more exposure of the ridiculousness of this all. I saw one a few days ago, and I'm not going to do a video on it. The skin-ish thing, if you will, of Kamala Harris was so absurdly thick and flabby wobbly on this side of her neck. You couldn't have that much excess skin as a human being. Okay? Who is that? Who was it? Dr. Fauci, just watched one this morning. Same thing except down here. Overlapping his collar so bad, it like flopped over like the worst job you ever saw. Who is this? Who are these people? What are you watching? So if you couldn't really have the real person there, this is fake. This is me talking fake news now. This is completely fake. I'm just like, this is parody joke, okay? Let's just say a bunch of people, high positions of power, were not who they are. They're actual expert actors with Hollywood, face masks, if you will. If you had the real person there doing whatever they wanted to do, well, you couldn't really control them. But if you had someone there who's an actor pretending to be that person, and you're telling them this is what you're going to do today, and this is what you're going to say, here's your script, here's your speed, and they do it, well, then someone's controlling that, right? This is a controlled demolition of the old deep state. But they're going to make sure they show you enough of them getting out of control, making a mask mandate, we're going to fight this, force everyone's going to get a vaccine. And I'm telling you, I keep saying it, I don't think, look, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. We'll see. I don't think the whole, the super duper mask mandate deadline, because it was October, no, now it's October 22nd. No, some of them, November now, November. Okay, yeah. I said I just don't think it's going to get all the way before the whole effing thing's exposed and it goes away. There'll be no mask mandates anymore. There'll be no more forced vaccination crap. You got to get forced to keep a job. It's just going to go away. Maybe the masks will be the last thing, but I just don't see it happening. If I'm anybody, if I'm me, and my boss says, hey, by October 28th or something, you got to have the vaccine, and I'm going to argue, but it's still experimental. They didn't really, but okay. I'm waiting to the last minute. You're going to fire me. And I'm telling you, I don't know that we're going to get to the last minute before the whole effing thing's exposed. Did you just watch my video in the beginning? Melbourne's health minister, Australia, top guy over there, of all the people yesterday hospitalized, basically 90-some% were vaccinated. Though 17% were just partially vaccinated. And 17, huh? What letter of the alphabet is that? That's probably a coincidence he used that number. But 78% on the other hand were fully vaccinated, and they're all in the hospital. Now, my question really would be, to be fair, because this is a PSYOP operation, good guys or not, doesn't matter, it's a PSYOP. Are those numbers completely bogus? Are there really that many people even in the hospital? Did they even do a count? The answer could be no, no, and no. But his duty today, that guy, is to come out and tell you, oh, of all the people in the hospital, 78% are fully vaxxed, 17% are mostly or partially vaxxed, but not fully, as we define it. Meaning they could have just got their shot fully, all three of them now, and because it hadn't been 14 days, they're considered like unvaxxed, that nonsense. But what is this doing? It is exposing that even if this thing's real, the shots don't do a effing thing. The shots don't do an effing thing. So if the shots do nothing, stop the masks, stop the mandate, stop it. It all implodes. The whole narrative, the whole story implodes. It's gone. And it might be gone just in time for the final date. You got to get a vaccine, have a job. Oh, never mind. And then all you people who rushed out to get your vaccine without waiting till the deadline. Oh, my company can do it anyways. I'm just going. You're effing crazy. You're nuts. But chances are, believe it or not, you might have just only gotten the saline deal, and you're completely fine. Well, I didn't get any. I have no reaction. Exactly. Good for you, because you may have lucked out. Take care.